Well, Unity, we're beginning to think through what it's going to be like when we get back to worship. And again, we don't have any times scheduled yet. We're going to wait at least until it is safe to gather at least 50 people in an enclosed space. But some things that you need to know when you come back to church. We will have 6-foot distancing for everybody. We need to maintain that when we go in and when we leave the building. And you will see that the worship space is set up with seating that is arranged a little differently, and it seems a little odd, but it really works. We might make changes to that, but we do want to keep people safe in that regard. We do have an area for the children. In the back, we have 2 separate tables where they can be separated from one another. And to the best degree possible, children will do that social distancing as well. We will require you to wear a mask when you are in church, and that is to protect you and to protect everybody else and to protect the public from the spread of the disease. Now, we recognize that there could be some rare cases where people, for medical reasons, maybe they can't wear a mask, but that will be required. If for some reason you forget a mask or don't have one, we will provide one for you when you arrive. We also have hand sanitizer available, so you get a squirt of the hand sanitizer when you come in. There will be 2 services, one on Wednesday and one on Sunday. And we do not encourage you to go to both because we want to maintain the less than 50 people in the room at the same time. There will be no singing when we gather for worship. We have listened to epidemiologists and to infectious disease people, and they've said that when we sing, we aspirate or we put the aerosol of the virus into the air. And that's just not something we want to do. And one of those people was an ELC member in our synod here in Metro Detroit, and she's a member of a choir. She doesn't like that she won't be able to sing in church, but we're going to not sing in church. But the leaders will provide music for us. The sharing of the peace will have to be on hold for a while. We might be creative in the way that we do that eventually. But at least the first Sundays we're back, we will not be doing that. Communion will likely, when we begin to do communion again, will be of one kind, that being the wafer. And it might even be possible so that we have less interaction between people and going back and forth, that you might even get the distribution of communion when you leave church. We're going to be creative in the way that the worship service is put together. The offering, when you give the offering, we know that you are a generous people. You can provide that when you come into the church or when you leave. And the noisy offering. That is so important to the ministry of Unity. We'll have cans back there for you to drop the coins in, and we do not mind paper money for that as well. The services will be videotaped, more than likely the Wednesday service, so that those who do not feel safe until there's a vaccination can still participate in our worshiping community. And unfortunately, we won't be able to have coffee in the fellowship area at this time because we're trying to avoid that contamination, people with their masks and gathering a little too close to each other. I don't like that. I'm addicted to coffee. I need coffee. So if I don't have coffee and I appear a little grumpy when you're first there at church, you know why. But I will have my handy water bottle that I will fill myself up with beforehand. Now, all of these are tentative plans. We will provide something for you in writing. And we're also working in solidarity with some of the communities, for example, in the city of Detroit, where they've been hit very, very hard by this virus, and to be in conversation with them. We want to learn, we want to grow together, we want to be church together. So Unity, these are some of the things that are in place. We look forward to being with you when that can happen, and the sooner the better. Thank you.